Hello everybody, my name's Carter, and today I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about Rec Room. This is basically one big tutorial about Rec Room, and I will have timestamps below so you can skip to the part you want. First up we have for the tutorial is settings. So how you go to your settings is that you open up your watch. When you first open up your watch, it's going to look like this. It depends on the platform, but you might have this button too if you go to settings, miscellaneous, and turn on streamer cam. But many platforms do not have that. So right here, you see a ton of buttons. You see play, events, create, this room, people, messages, challenges, backpack, and etc. The most important part of this game is probably the play section. On the play section, you'll see highlight, my rooms, shuffle, Rec Room Originals, favorite, hot, new, and a ton of hashtags. These hashtags will be your way to find certain rooms that are very specific, like RP, roleplay, scary, horror, or if any challenge is going on, like this. I don't know if it's a challenge or not, I'm just saying. So now we have events. Events is sort of like, well, an event. Like you can see here, there's a lot of, well, room announcements. There's also a lot of actual events, like, for example, make new friends and PvP, and stuff like doors, Shotgun League, Kirk VR's Rec Room Racing, I don't know what it's called. But those are some events that host rooms so that you can go to it when it releases. Now, for this room, it's not very important unless you create the room. Now, for the Create tab, with a ton of different templates, like PvP, Chill Cozy, Quest Action, Catwalk, Modern Store template, and a ton of other stuff. Now we have People, where you can organize your parties, people in your room, or recent people you've met. Pending, which are all the people who sent friend requests to you, and you accept them here. And subscriptions. This is all the people I'm subscribed to, like Billabob, Dark VR, who's my friend, Mav, Marissa, all of that. Now, next up, we have messages, where you can DM your friends and see notifications. Like, for instance, I have a GC called Quandale Dingle Fan Club. This is pretty outdated, it's from October. Then here's one of my friends. Now onto challenges. For a lot of people, challenges are the way you get tokens. For instance, when you first log into the game, you'll have these new player challenges which will give you free cosmetics. The most important challenges are daily and weekly. The weekly challenge is a way to get a skin. Like for instance, this week, it's a basketball skin. And obviously, since it's a weekly skin, it will change every week. And I think it's every Wednesday. There is an in-game clock to when it does end though. Now on to daily. It's kind of self-explanatory, but it's a daily challenge. These refresh every day and you get a box. This can be tokens, maybe a bubbly, if you're lucky, or clothes. Now on to backpack. In your backpack, you can find your camera, maker pen, feedback tool, and clothing customizer. Now we have skins, where you can equip your weekly skins. Like for instance, if I wanted to, I could equip this laser shotgun skin from Valentine's Day, like a year ago, or this paintball launcher. Now we have food that people like to spam in the rec center. Also, secret tip guys, if you are in a rec center and someone goes like this to you, that was a bubbly. There's always some sort of bubbly war going on in a rec center. Alright, now for clubs. So this is where you can join clubs, and if you want to, if I wanted to join Rec Room Community, which I already am, I can set the clubhouse to my spawn. So how that would work is instead of going to the dorm room when you log in, you would go to the clubhouse. Now onto store. This is where you purchase cosmetics, inventions, clothing, and food. And consumables like boxes. I don't know why that's a consumable. And potions. And KO icons. KO icons will appear if you kill someone in paintball, laser tag, and a little customized icon will appear above their heads and make either, if it's a shield like this, it would make like a clashing sound effect. If it's a tire track, then it will make a kind of like a tire screeching sound. And if it's a grenade, it will be like a blow up sound. And then we have dorm room and rec center, which are basically shortcuts to go to your dorm room and a rec center. Now that we have the watch done, I will go on to quests. If I wanted to join a quest, I would first either open my watch up or go to the rec center and come. For instance, if you just log in, it's right here. So if I go over here, press this door, a menu will pop up with all of the quests, like Golden Trophy, Crimson Cauldron, Isle of the Lost Skulls, and Jumbotron. I left out Crescendo because Quest 2 users and Quest users do not have that. Now, let's talk about Rec Room Originals. So, when you open your watch up, you want to go to the play menu and then choose the box that says Rec Room Originals. Once you click on it, you will see a host of Rec Room Originals spanning from disc golf, to paddleball, to Rec Rally, which is a racing game, to Showdown, which is a new Rec Room original, and paintball. You will usually find that these Rec Room originals are usually highly populated, except for paddleball and soccer and all of those older ones, but you might find a few people on it. Now let's make our way over to the hot tab. Over here, you will find the most played games in Rec Room right now. As you can see, a lot of Rec Room originals are up here, like Golden Trophy, Rec Royale, and Paintball, but other community games like The Streets, Marvel Heroes, Asgard's Dojo, and Greek Myths PvP are up here. Now that we've gone over a few watch stuff, let's go over the settings. So, how to reach your settings is that you open your watch up and press the gear at the top right. Now that you've pressed the gear, you get to see a host of options, spanning from controls to visuals to notifications. I think visuals are only on some systems and not on the Quest 2. First up, you would definitely want to put auto sprint and thumbstick scrolling on. It just makes your life easier and doesn't make you have to scroll with your finger. Unless you're into that, then you can do it. Now for VR mode, there is standing and seated. Standing uses your real life height that you measure in experience, and seated uses your height, but I think it kind of doubles it. For instance, I'm sitting right now, and now this is a big decision. Either you want to use walking locomotion or use teleportation locomotion. This is walking, and this is teleporting. You might not be able to see on my screen, but there is a green beacon coming where you will teleport. I recommend using teleportation locomotion if you have controller drift. Now on to visuals. From low, medium to high. I have it set on low right now because that's the best quality for recording, so it doesn't lag up my screen. Show interact labels, show voice lines, and show player names. These are all pretty much personal preference, but for instance, if you're at orientation and you switch this on, then you could see the subtitles. Now onto audio. From this, you can choose whether you want your microphone off all the way, push to talk, or always on. Or something like voice pitch, which is normal, lower, or higher. And this is where you change the volume of stuff like music, sounds, voices, and ambience. Advanced is who you want to hear from. For instance, I have it set on all, but you could have it set on only friends, only favorite friends, only people in your party, or none. That's basically a mute all button. This is for people who mainly get motion sick from VR, and comfort mode is what this looks like. It's sort of like goggles, and it's kind of trippy to be honest. For my screen, it's sort of like a grid around you that helps, I guess, not get motion sick. You can change it from vehicles only or all the way on. Now, whatever this is, I don't know how to pronounce it. If you turn it on, a black outline will go across your screen that helps with motion sickness. You can turn these on for specific or all the way on. For instance, if I wanted them all on, I would all flick them. Now on to miscellaneous. This is more useless stuff like try not to matchmake me with non-junior players, try to matchmake me with non-junior players, and stuff like backup room saves. Now for notifications. For now, I have my watch notifications turned off because I do not like getting notifications while I'm recording. And notify me when friends come online is pretty self-explanatory. If your friend comes online, you will get a watch notification saying that they're on and you can invite them. Now that we're done with settings, let's go into a custom room and see what the Maker Pen has to offer. So now that we're in our custom room, first what you want to do is open up your watch, go to backpack, and select Maker Pen. Now that you have your Maker Pen out, we have a whole host of options, like create, select, connect, configure, etc. For our example, let's use a cube. So now that we have our cube, let's go through all the options. So for create, it's kind of self-explanatory. You would go into palette and choose whatever you want, drag it, and create it. Now for select, you can select multiple objects at once and choose options and then do whatever you want, like copy, change the color, align, and make an invention. Now for connect, this is where you would wire stuff like gadgets, configure, which you can change certain settings, like the physics mode, if it's grabbable or not, if it's climbable, if you can wall run on it, if it's frozen, which means it can't move, you can't interact with it at all, even with the Maker Pen. Now on to transform. In transform, you'll get this wacky shape around your object, and you can basically do everything from here, everything like rotate, scale, and manipulate. So if I want this to go up, I will grab the top arrow and move that up and down. If I want to move from side to side, I would get the red arrow and move it from side to side and move it around so it can go to the rotation of my choice. And that goes the same for this, and this. Now on to scale. For this option, you can grab certain parts of the rectangle and make it bigger. Like if I grab the right side, it scales to the right. If I grab it on the left side, it scales to the left. And the same for up and down. Now, if I go to the middle, it will stay in the same position, just only scale up. Now on for clone/flip. If I want the clone to be on one side, I would get this, drag it, and it would clone. That's the same for this side, and this side. Now on to recolor. To recolor an object, what you would want to do is click it, open up your Maker Pen, and you will see this side menu on the right. From this, you can choose the material, like a crash pad, particle board, gravel, sparkly vinyl, or neon. From the color section, you can choose a whole host of colors, including the color wheel, which allows you to choose any color you'd like. Now onto freeze. If I wanted the object to not be able to move, be interacted with, I would select freeze, check it, and on my screen, you can see object frozen. That means if I get the move and I click on it, Maker Pen object is frozen. That means it cannot be interacted with. Now onto make invention. If I wanted to make an invention, I would select this object, press next, make the name of the invention, take a picture of the invention, confirm. It would create it for me, and I've made my invention. I'm actually gonna make it real quick. Let me name it. I have now made my goofy rectangle. You can see how much likes it has and how many people have bought it once you published it. I'm actually gonna go ahead and publish it. Buy it if you want to, it's free. It would be funny if it got like 100 sales. Publish. So when you want to upload an invention, you will see a little menu right here about how it must follow the Rec Room code of conduct. Like this stuff I can't say on YouTube. If you want a longer, extended version of the list, you would press details. Now I want to press next, name it whatever I wanted. In this case, goofy rectangle. Make a description. Now that I've made my description, I will press next. And now you want to put tags, like art, decor, environment, weapon, character, whatever. Press next. Now, what you want to do is price it. My Rec Room Plus is over, and I gotta buy it again. But if you have Rec Room Plus, you can price it. That's like the only reason it exists. Now press next. Now see what they can do with it. Like use only, edit and save, publish. Now I will put publish. Do you want to customize an invention, publish it, an announcement for your subscribers? Sure. Now I have published my invention. Now that we're done with all the custom room stuff, let's check out what our dorm has to offer. So if you're a first-time player, your dorm room will look nothing like this. I made this with the power of the Maker Pen. The Maker Pen follows practically the same rules as the Maker Pen in a custom room, except dorm rooms don't have as much power as custom rooms, but Rec Room will work on that. I don't know why, but you know, it's just a thing. So in your dorm room, you will get to do a lot of stuff. Off the bat, you will see customized dorm skins, Rec Room Plus, and outfits. Let's start with Customize. From the Customize tab, you will open up your watch. You will get to choose a host of options to customize your character, like skin color, face, eyes, mouth, ears, and body. This is only for one category. If you go to hair, you get to choose your hair, of course. If you go to beard, you will get to choose your beard. If we go to this t-shirt right here, we will get to choose from clothing, what's on your shoulder, a necklace, a belt, or custom. Now on to hats, you will get to choose from, of course, hats, glasses, and earrings. Now if we go to the glove tab, you will get to choose gloves for both of your hands, only your left hand, or only your right hand. Now onto dorm skins. When you press dorm skins, your watch will open up once again, and you will get to buy a ton of dorm skins. Price of these are all over the place, from 30,000 to only 1,000 tokens. These are a bit pricey, so make sure to ask mommy for her credit card before you buy these. Dorm skins go along with inventions, the way you can post them and sell them for tokens. So now that we're done with dorm skins, let's go to Rec Room Plus. When you press this button, a Rec Room Plus membership will pop up, and it's $8 USD. I don't know how it correlates to pounds or euros or anything like that. Now onto outfits. When you open up your outfits tab, it will look something like this. If you're a new player, it will all be empty, but if you're someone like me who has played the game for almost 2 years, it will be something like this. But since I don't have Rec Room Plus right now, I don't have access to all of my outfits that are on the second and third pages. When you want to create an outfit, what you would do is press save. If you have all the slots covered up, then you would want to overwrite a slot, press yes, and it will successfully save your outfit into that slot. And that's basically it for the dorm room. Well, everybody, that's about it. I gotta quit recording soon. I'm on 33 minutes on OBS, and my computer is getting hot. If you got any more questions for me, leave it in the comments. And if you would like to ask a question for my Q&A, which is next video, leave it in the comments as well. My name is Carter, glad you were here, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!